I don't know if this makes a difference, but the microphone was off. So isn't this one. How the heck? Oddly enough, the microphone was off. That was really weird. I don't even know how. Oh, yay? So we have sound now? Maybe you can see my thumbs up. Oh. Linda, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. It really helps a lot. That's great. And it really helps. Just the lag time. I was testing this. Yeah, I'm talking to the mic. It's not even on. I was testing this yesterday about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and the lag time was probably, oh God, minutes. I mean, so I couldn't even have a conversation and find out what was going on. So this is incredible. That I really wish the lag time was right up, but it might actually increase or get better as we go. I'm just glad I discovered that the Ethernet cable wasn't connected from my computer station to the Ethernet, and just a freak accident. But this is a Talk About Strange channel, and I'm going to tell you what. Let's talk about Strange a little bit here while I have you on. Why not? If you don't mind, this isn't on, but I can still hear this, so it's just a little bit more comfortable if I put this on. So I can hear that too. This entire process, I'm just going to ramble for a minute if you guys don't mind. I appreciate you being here. This entire process, trying to hook up this ATEM Mini Pro ISO and the Rodecaster Pro 2. The Rodecaster really was kind of easy and a lot of fun to play around with. I really like it. In fact, here, I like it that much. Anyway, it's just been really difficult, and I'll tell you, anything that can possibly go wrong has went wrong. The entire thing, from hooking this up, it's like I've had cables. I got all kinds of cables, and I couldn't find any of the cables I needed as I was doing this. So I mean, hooking this up was just like, holy cow! I had to stop and research and look and go through. I've got lots of boxes and bags and totes and everything, so I've had to go through every piece of equipment and boxes and totes and bags and closets and storage for each piece, and then I'd get one, and then all of a sudden, boom, I would be missing another one and another one and another one, and I'd go to Walmart, I'd go to Lowe's, I'd go to Staples, I'd go to all these, Best Buy, and they wouldn't have the stuff I needed. I'd have to Frankenstein stuff together. We finally ordered some stuff. I still haven't got one thing to solve the sound problem is I need to plug my ATEM into my Rodecaster, and then this will be powered through the whole system, and that's the idea. I'm trying to get this whole thing together, and it's just, I don't have any real computer technicians. The one guy I have that helps me out here and there is extremely busy, so he doesn't find a lot of time to come over and give me a hand with it. Sometimes it's 2-3 weeks, and I just don't have that kind of time. But anyway, so and then he's telling me he wants me to go onto the site and basically go through all the tutorials on this stuff, which could take me weeks, maybe months to sift through to find problems that somebody who knows this stuff could probably answer right off the bat. If you've ever worked with the ATEM Mini Pro ISO and with a Mac Pro laptop, and the insides of it, the internals, please hit me up on my email that's on my Talk About Strange channel. You can find it in my About section on any of the beginning and end of any of my videos. I put that up. In fact, I got to figure out how to put that on here so that you guys can see it while we're doing the podcast show, the TAS podcast. But yeah, it's been really something else. So anyway, I got everything hooked up, and you can use this USB-C that I have on here. I should turn on the other camera. I'll turn on the other camera so I can show you what I'm talking about. Aha, there it is. What number is that? Number 3. See if I can show you. So, there we go. I like that. So this here, this is the ATEM. That, so you can run a USB-C to that, and for an external recording, or to save your recording, and but the record button won't work. It won't come on. It won't record. It doesn't want to recognize this T7 shield that I have, or something. I don't know. There's something in the settings somewhere is goofy, and I don't know what's going on with it. And even on the laptop, the control station, there's a software control station, so you can control this from a laptop. All the basic stuff is there. Like if I had a tech sitting there at the computer, they could sit there and switch between screens and stuff like that. I can set it up for auto screen, and I can switch back and forth. What was that one thing I have here? There's something here. There it is. There you go. I can switch to that if I want to. That's for the podcast, the other channel that's coming up. Anyway, so that software is not working. It's not working on a computer. Everything that they're telling me to do on the software to activate my record features and buttons they're there, but they're unactive. And they're telling me to check the IP address, to check the link that I have connected to this. That's how I actually discovered the the Ethernet was disconnected. So I ran all that. I mean, it's just been days and days of this, and hours and hours and hours of reading and videos, going from one video to the next video, and every video wants to sell you something. So they'll give you a little bit of information, and then all of a sudden, you don't know what the hell they're talking about anymore. They move on to something else. They want to sell you something. And it's like, the whole thing's like what do they call it? Bait and hook type of thing. I found a few of them that are really direct and give you some great information that has been helpful on some stuff, but a lot of this stuff has been extremely difficult. So, and then by the time I get done at the end of the day, I get mush brain. So coming on to share a story or anything like that is just, one of the furthest things from my mind at that point, because I just so desperately want to get this whole thing up and running and working properly. So you guys will forgive me if I can't get too many stories up. I'm gonna step over. I see somebody else has made a comment. Another thing I want to let you know I haven't been able to figure out is the comments that you guys leave there for me right now while I'm live streaming. I might have fixed that. I don't know yet, but the first few videos that I did, and I ended up deleting them because, for one thing, I didn't hear any sound, and the other thing was the messages just got deleted automatically when I ended the stream. They were gone, so I couldn't get back to them. But the last video I did, it was about 3 minutes. There was some on there, so but nobody commented. So I had like 3.5 minutes on there, 4 minutes video, and there was a few people watching it, but they didn't make any comments on the video. So I don't know if I actually fixed it and the comments are there, but I'll find out with this one here. So I'm going to step over there for just a second and take a look, because I can't see the comments from here. Okay, hello, Gary Linden, LLC. Yes, Gary, you made it to the live chat. What were you sitting there waiting or what? I wish I could see that from here. I got to get another monitor up here. There's so many different ways that you can hook this all up, and I'm still just learning all the different ways that this stuff works. And I'm getting there. Just the fact that I'm sitting there watching right now, and you ever get that on the phone when, you ever talk on the phone and you hear your voice coming back into your ear? You know how distracting it is? So I'm watching the camera and I'm getting that lag time of about, but it's, let me start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there, 7 seconds. I got a 7-second lag time, which isn't horrible, but, and my speed is working great now. Yes. I'm so happy about that. I can't believe that. You guys, I'm telling you right now, I gotta put this on. I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely insane. I've been doing, jeez, criminy. I can't believe it. So, I had somebody help me did they help me with that? Or yeah, no. When I hooked up some of the system, I had some help with it. And we ran 2 Ethernet cables from, and I don't know why, because, I didn't do a lot of that part, and I don't do a lot of the high-tech end of this stuff, so like hooking up NOS systems and all this stuff. So I don't know what the reason was why we connected 2 Ethernet cables from my internet modem, or my switch. It's actually the switch. The Ethernet cables go to the NOS system. Now, somebody said if you're doing some extreme work, it'll pick up the speed in that. So there's one reason, but listen, I'm not doing anything that extreme. So I think it was a mistake that one of them was supposed to be plugged in from the switch to my docking station. So my docking station was actually running off, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, it's a Tobinone docking station for your laptop. You can actually put your laptop in it. You can plug USBs into it. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do with it, so it's really pretty cool and very handy. So you can run your speaker system, and I got this Starlit speaker system, and junction box, all that stuff. Anyway, it's a type of it's almost like one of these, like the Rodecaster, but it's a much lower profile. Anyway, if you're like just doing like GarageBand stuff or something, you'd use like put a guitar on there and a mic and a headphone set, and you could go on there and sing, which I am not going to do, I promise you. But anyway, so I hooked that's all hooked up. It's hooked up to my big monitor. I got it hooked up to my laptop, and here we go. Nope, 3. Okay, you can kind of see over there. So there it goes. It switched over. You can see it. And then, anyway, I hooked that all up. I'm rambling. I hooked that all up, and never hooked up the Ethernet cable to it. So it's just, I've been running for the past 2 years. This is why I'm rambling. For the past 2 years now, I've had that. About 2 years from when we started. Yeah, maybe it's been a year anyway. So that first 6 months of doing all this, I'm struggling because I'm excited to find out when I go in to edit, it takes forever. And I mean, absolutely forever. It just drives me crazy because I can't hardly function to get work done and get videos up and stuff, because I will work on a video, and if I want to go on and do some, I like to do nice work on it. I know I'm not the best out there. Some people have some really amazing effects and stuff, but I do my best for a 55-year-old ex-contractor that never did any of this stuff before, just following a dream. And I I'm over. I just spent forever. I do a video and I've spent 6-8 hours. I've spent 2-3 days editing a video just to try to make a nice video, and a lot of it is because it takes so long to upload and download. And now I'm just finding out now that I didn't have the hardwire connected to an Ethernet cable, which I think will make it 10 times faster. I know it made a difference on this already, which is absolutely mind-blowing, but now I know, for crying out loud. I just can't wait till some of this stuff comes together and gets a little bit easier, because I really love doing it. I mean, this really is what I want to do. I love sharing with you guys. I love talking with you guys. I'm talking to people. I've never got a chance to travel. My whole life, all I've ever wanted to do is travel and see the world. I haven't been hardly anywhere. Florida. We went to Florida. We've been to Georgia, where my wife's brothers live, so we spent a few days there. We took a trip to Maine. That's a story for another day, but it was a nightmare trip. But we had some good times. It was memorable. Let me tell you that. That just if you're wondering, we heard the movie Wrong Turn? So this was one of those situations where my wife and I think we're pretty close to getting killed. So we made it out of Maine, so alive. But my wife loves Maine. I love Maine. It was beautiful. We went on a whale watch. We seen some backs. We didn't see too much, but it was still cool. And so yeah, Maine, Florida, Georgia. We went to Ohio, to Putin Bay. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. That was pretty neat. Putin Bay, we plan these things great, so it's kind of last minute and stuff. Just like the trip to Maine was kind of last minute. I was doing work for a customer, remodeling the kitchen, and I was telling her that, and this was back almost 20 years ago. I says, my wife and I have been wanting to go on vacation. My wife wants to go to Maine, see some lighthouses. She collects lighthouses. And she goes, well, I can help you get set up with all that. I'll go to my AAA account, office, and can set that whole thing up. And I was like, what, really? And she's like, yeah, it's easy. So we went and set that whole thing up, and I went home and I told my wife, I said, pack some bags, we're going to Maine. So I got my brothers to take turns babysitting the kids and that, and boom, the next day we were gone. So my mother and stepfather asked if we wanted to go to Putin Bay with them or something. And I'm like, yeah, sounds great. Let's do it. Let's go. So we went. We got there, and took that boat ride out to the island and everything, and they were closed. We went there on the off season, and they were actually closed, for crying out loud. There was nothing open. We found like one bar open that was there to get some lunch, and I got shrimp tacos, and I thought, boy, they're going to be amazing, right? We waited forever. I think they had to go catch the shrimp and peel them and do the whole thing, because I like out on the ocean or something. I don't know, because it took forever to get our food. And they bring it out, and there was one or two little shrimp in each taco, for crying out loud. It was something else. Talk about more memories. We got some good taffy. While we were there. We had some fun. The hotel, I forget which one it was, had one of those indoor pools. So we spent some time in the pool. That was a lot of fun. And I think probably the best meal we got on the trip, there was a little, kind of like a greasy spoon there that we went to a country diner or something. And they had some pretty good food. That wasn't too bad. But we were leaving, and we went to a Golden Corral. And I hadn't been into a Golden Corral in ages, so we went there, and my goodness gracious, the food at that Golden Corral was absolutely mind-blowing. It was so good. They had to roll me out in a wheelbarrow to leave, but it was really good. Not FYI, not a great idea when you're getting ready to go on a road trip. So, on the way back, I forget how many hours, 4-hour drive, 6-hour drive, whatever it was, but anyway, yeah, so that was kind of neat. But that's it. That's where we've been. We went to Florida. And when I was flipping houses, we went there to flip houses. We took the whole family. There was a group of 8 of us, so we actually moved to Florida. So before we went to Florida and Georgia just to check out both locations to kind of decide where we wanted to go do this. And we get there, and we went to Sonoya, Georgia, and this was on the way. This was the first stop we made was Sonoya, Georgia. Well, I know it's near Atlanta where my wife's brothers live. Excuse me. I don't remember the exact name, but we went to Sonoya, and I don't know if you know, you guys, obviously you guys know Walking Dead, right? You guys, I'm sure a lot of you watch Walking Dead. So we went to that Sonoya, Georgia, and we walked downtown where they film a lot of the movie, that TV series that I absolutely love that series. And so I shouldn't even tell you this, but I will. I'm going to share, after you guys are on here, you're and I appreciate it. So I'm going to share something with you that I shouldn't, because then you're going to think I'm a baby. I got in front of those big gates. Remember the big steel gates they have where they had their town they were staying in and all that? Would you believe that I walked up to that and I seen that and I started crying. Not bawling, but tears. I couldn't stop the tears. I mean, I was just so excited, so thrilled to actually be someplace like that and to see something like that, something that I love and was enjoying for so long. But yeah, it was just heart-wrenching moment. It just got me. They had the railroad tracks there. We went and walked on them a little bit, and we walked around town. Went in some museums and stuff that they got there, and it's really cool if you guys get a chance to go there. Sonoya, Georgia is. I don't know what else they got there though. Now I think they might have taken a lot of that stuff down. I don't know. I think I almost think they even sold the houses off or something there. Come to think of it, but I don't know if the diners still have some memorabilia there. But it was beautiful anyway. The countryside around in Georgia is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's the branches there that go on forever. But anyway, so we went there, and then we went to Florida. And when we were in Florida, after we went to Florida for a few days, and then we headed home. Made a decision to move to Florida, so we sold everything off. Had an auction. I put on my own little auction. Just about lost my voice being an auctioneer. If I can ever find any of that recording, maybe I'll share it with you guys. But so we sold everything off, and we packed up the whole group of us, and we headed for Florida. What an adventure that was! My brother set up a place for us to stay with a friend of his, a house. We got a whole house over in DeLand, Florida. And I don't know if you know where DeLand, Florida is. It's about 45 minutes going inland from Daytona Beach. My brother lives on Daytona Beach, Port Orange area. And so we get in there, and it's right next to the St. John River. In fact, it was on the St. John River. Oh. What happened here? Hold on a second, guys. I think my monitor fell asleep over there. Okay, that's something to work on. Yeah, my monitor fell asleep. I don't know what that was about. I guess I'll have to go in those settings and figure that out. Anyway, so we were staying right on the St. John River in this cute little house. And so we went there to house flip. So we bought our first house when we were there. So we had to set right in. We got there with the money we had from selling our other house. We had only had $27,000 left, $28,000 left. So we found our first house to flip, and we had to pay it was $20,000 down or $21,000 down on a place. We had $7,000. We had to do a complete remodel on this place and support the whole family and stuff. So we were working with some hard money lenders and stuff like that. So we worked our butts off on getting that place done. And then from that place, we went and did another house for my brother's friend, and then we had to work off the rent for where we were staying, so we built great big office for Dale, this great guy that we were staying at his house, not with him. He had his separate house, and but we got that done. And everybody, I see a hand wave over there. I got to get over and read some of these messages, but anyway, so we got that house done, or the office done. We did a remodel for another house. That was aside from the house we completely remodeled. And then we bought another house, and then while we were waiting for that, then we did that stuff. Then we went and did the other house, full remodel again. It was beautiful, and that was in Port Orange, right next to the Halifax River. Yeah, I'll have to show you pictures of that place. It was absolutely gorgeous. It come out beautiful. We sold that one. And then we did a remodel for our landlord's house and then his boathouse. And that was 1 year. We did all that in 1 year. And we were exhausted. We didn't see anything. We didn't do anything. We went to the beach. We tried to go once or twice a week. Every time we got there, it seemed like it was raining. So we really, there was no vacation time there. It was just work. And then, so the family was kind of miserable there because we weren't enjoying ourselves, and it was all bugs and heat and traffic. So we packed up and we head back. We came back, bought a house here, then we went back, got everybody, brought them all back, and got everybody back on their feet again. And then for the next 5 years, I flipped houses here in New York State, and then I retired from that. I was burnt out, so I got out, and this is where I'm following my dream now. So we had a bit of a life savings from all that, and we invested the whole thing into all this. So this is where we're at now. So I mean, by the skin of our teeth, we're doing this, and it's a dream of mine to get into this kind of business. As a kid, I wanted to be an actor, and I ended up a contractor, and I could never escape that. I learned a lot from it, so I guess that's a good thing. But what I always wanted to do is, I'm rambling, but YouTube, these platforms that weren't around when I was growing up, now are available. So it's just a matter of learning this stuff, and it's quite a learning curve, and just getting out here and doing it. But I've met so many great people on here from all over the world. I mean, it's just incredible. The last show here I did live like this, I had someone from Ireland, I had someone from London. I mean, just people all over the United States here and all over the world. So what an incredible thing it is to be able to do this with you guys. So hang on for just a second. I want to go read some of this and give you guys some shout outs. So let me go check this out. You might even be able to hear me still. As long as the mic didn't turn off. Can you imagine this mic turn off on me again? All right, what do we got here? Okay, there's Gary. Okay, oh my goodness. Holy cow. Wow, there's a lot of comments on here. All right, there's where we left off. Hello, Gary. Kim Cook. Gary, what'd you say? I laid the phone. Saw a notification, so I checked it out. Oh, that's cool, Gary. That's great. I'm glad you did. What is that? Anita Smith. Hi. Hello. You gave me a wave there. Farm Cat. Hello, Farm Cat. Did I really bump into a live stream? Yes, you did. So on that, Farm Cat. So this is basically a lot like what the podcast is going to be like when we do the podcast. All right, that's Gary. Oops, I hit a bunch of emojis. No, that's okay. I like it. I'll take them. Gary. Okay, you guys having a lot of conversation here just like that. Appears on one chat option. Steve, planning on getting the monitor hooked up. Yeah, I definitely want to get a monitor hooked up over on the table so I can see these things. I'm not on the screen right now, so forgive me, you guys. Thanks, Farm Cat. I love all you guys too. It's great. Hey, Jack, there you are. How you doing, buddy? All right, Gary. I like that is good. So how's the buffering? Is there a lot of buffering? Can you guys hear me right now? I'm interested to know. Through the Rockies. When I got to Alaska, this is from Farm Cat. Steve, regarding crying, enjoying drive through the Rockies. When I got to Alaska, I had to learn people cry when they first see it. I had to close my eyes. It was beautiful. It is, absolutely. Yeah, it's something else. Sometimes you just get overwhelmed. Lydia, hello Lydia. I'm glad you did too. Jason Post, Ontario. All right. Lydia, Jason, hello, Regina Davis, Regina, Lydia, Jesse, hello Jesse, how you doing, buddy? Linda Thompson, Jesse, Linda, Jack, yes, fine, Steve. That's great. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm back. Now, where am I here? Should be 7 seconds for the delay. Seems like that's a little bit more than 7 seconds now. Oh, there it is. It might have been about 10 or 12 seconds, but I'm back over here, so I can't see the screen again. I have to get my binoculars out so so we can communicate. That'll be my next step, to get a little monitor over here of some sort that I can watch that on. That'd be cool. And but anyway, yeah, thank you guys for joining me here today. So there I was anyway. So that was Florida. Then we came back here. Then I told you what we did, and we got all that done. So we ended up selling that house that we were at because I want to continue doing this. And I built a house, but we ended up putting a mortgage on it by the time it was all said and done, getting all the equipment, getting the house set up, doing a studio. It was a huge place. So we decided to sell that one and downsize so that we could continue following our dreams and doing what we're doing. We thought we'd go out and just buy another house and maybe with some room for a studio or something. But my goodness gracious, the price of houses now is absolutely insane. So that did not happen, but we managed to. I'm pretty resourceful. I've been doing this a long time. So we found a great deal on a piece of land, bought the land, and built a house. It was actually cheaper to build a house than it was to buy a house. It was cheaper to build a house rather than putting a trailer on the land even. So that's what we ended up doing, was building a house. And that's what, you guys that know me that have been watching have seen this past 6 months. It's over 6 months now, but it took that. I built it in 3.5 months. I waited a year and a half, or no, not a year and a half, a month and a half for DEC clearances and stuff like that, and permits and stuff. And then 3.5 months building, so say 4.5, 5 months, and then just minkling around with the little stuff. There's been a lot of little things that still got to be done. We're still working on. We haven't even sited the place yet. So, but now winter's here. In fact, I was out snow blowing this morning for the first time. I know a lot of you guys got 3-4 foot of snow. Some of you guys really got hammered with snow. Really happy that we didn't get all that, but we did have about, 6-8 inches out there of snow, and it was pretty wet snow. So it wasn't too bad, but it was enough that I wanted to. They plowed it in front of the driveway and that. So in order to get in and out, and for the mail lady, I wanted to go ahead and get out there. And I was a little bit nervous because I had bought the plows, big John Deere snow plow, walk behind snow plow. I normally have a 4-wheel drive truck and don't care, so I just go right through it. But I bought it in an auction, and it sat for, oh goodness, at least a year, maybe 2 years before I even used it. And then I got it going, fired it up, and it ran pretty good. But I used it, I think once, maybe twice last year, because we just didn't get much of any snow. And then I haven't touched it, so it just sat there. And then so I go out there and I had to unbury it from the snow, thinking, great, this thing's probably not going to start. But I ran an extension cord to it and hooked it up, and it fired up. I mean, it took a little bit to get it going, but once I, turn it over and it'd start and stall, and once I got that figured out and got it running solid, it run pretty good. So I'm real happy with it. I'm glad. So I got to plow that out, and because I don't like shoveling. I can't stand shoveling snow if I can help it. But yeah, so man, I see the comments popping up. You guys, wow, that's great. That's phenomenal. I hope I can save these comments because I want to go through and read them and kind of study the way they're all falling in place while we're doing the live recording, and kind of look at the time frames and stuff like that and just see how everything's going. Let me go take a quick peek here because I see a couple, looks like thumbnails I recognize here. I'm thinking one's Cabal. I'm not sure. Hold on. Let's go take a look. Do I have Cabal on here? Let me see. Scott M. Hello, Scott. We still have Lydia. Pam Singleton. How you doing, Pam? Good to see you. Linda Thompson. Right? Linda Thompson. Okay. I think that might have been the one I thought was Cabal from a... Oh, there you are, Cabal. There you are. I did see you. Okay. I thought I seen you there. Oh, there you are. Way up there. That's why. Because it's moving so fast. Hello, Cabal. All right. Yeah. Boy, a lot of you on here. I wish I could keep up. I've been watching. Oh, yeah. That's true. Oh, he can respond just talking instead of typing. Yes. Yeah. Thank goodness, because I wouldn't be able to keep up with you guys typing. To all of you. No snow in Michigan? Really? Where I saw it from, moderator, normal investigation. Anyone? I'm from Nebraska, Alabama, Northeast Alabama. Okay. Oh, that's you, Pam. Really? I didn't know that. Cabal's from Texas. We know that, right? I'm pretty sure, right? South. Lydia's from South Oregon. Good to see you too, Pam. Pull what up on the cell phone, Jesse? I'm not sure what you mean. What's this? Linda Thompson. I accidentally got married in Bend, Oregon, on top of that volcano in the town. Luckily, we didn't see sign of paperwork within 30 days. Oh boy. Not in East Detroit. Boy, this is jumping fast. Accidentally. Los Angeles, California. Lydia. All right. Chat on your phone. Oh. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to try that, but I don't know if I'll be able to see it with everything. Let me check that. More sorry. When are we getting more stories? As soon as I get all this network stuff. Yep, I'm from Texas. All right, well, I'm going to go back over. So you guys can hear me when I'm over there. I'm just going back and forth for exercise. Don't let me kid you. All right, that might be a good idea, Jesse. Let's see here. Let me see if I can do that. View the channel. Live. I wonder if this is the one that's live right now or if this is the one that I pre-recorded. Yeah, 'cause it's starting from the beginning. Nope, that wasn't it. Yeah, it won't let me go to the live one. I think because I'm already connected to the other device. It's probably something else in my settings, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now. I've been down enough rabbit holes the past couple of days, so I'll have to get to that and see if I can do some kind of share in the settings to figure that out. That's unfortunate because I would have liked to have been able to do that. You know, there's probably a way to plug it right into my phone and do that. But I'd be a little bit nervous about trying to attempt that right now either. I don't want to burn my phone out or the ATEM. So anyway, what else do we have here? Geez, you guys. You know what? I might have something I can share with you here. Let me see if I can find it. Boy, it's going to be tough to see. So we did have a comment in the comments. Somebody had wrote and joined the channel, loves the channel, become a part of the TAS family. Hopefully she's here with us. She might be here with us. What is Jayla Jade? Jaeljade. She wrote a comment that she's had some experiences that she didn't think was anything interesting, but so I'm going to just kind of cold read this here. Thanks. I don't know if it's even interesting, but it is weird and strange. I'm not sure what it all means or why it happened to me. Just briefly, I saw an entity of some sort on my neighbor's property about 8 years ago. I am very rural and was taking care of my neighbor's horses for him. This thing was see-through, totally transparent, but I couldn't easily see its outline. But I could easily see its outline where it was standing on the edge of the woods watching me. I have so many questions about that day. I had other strange things happen, but never put it all together until that happened. I still don't know what it was. I'm probably never going to know. After years of research, I can guess, but about what it's about. I've had a couple of things happen in my home too. I have no idea if these things could be related. I was just relaxing in bed about 2 or 3 foot out from the side of the bed. I saw a swarm of what looked like black gnats. The swarm comes all together into a blacker than black square. It hovered for a couple of seconds and then dissipates into the black swarm again. That just faded away. I was not scared in the least of this. I was fascinated watching it. But afterwards, I was a bit worried that something had gone wrong with my eyes or brain. I just carried on with life, and maybe a month later, the exact same thing happened, but on the other side of my bed. The whole thing went a little faster, and the square wasn't as black and perfect and didn't hover as long. I'm pretty sure both times were during the day. Let me go next. Did I jump? Okay, I have some autoimmune issues and I'm very tired a lot, so I just rest in bed, but I don't sleep. I guess I've had odd things happen most of my life, but those were the oddest. I do wonder if the entity in the woods and what I saw in the room were anything related. The thing in the woods did take me off guard, and I felt instant fear when I saw it. It seemed afraid of me too, because it jumped back like it was startled before it hit the ground and did a run crawl type thing back into the woods. I was even so grateful that I drove my car over and didn't walk. I just kept walking to my car and didn't stop when I saw it. The strange thing was that 2 horses I'd been tending to never batted an ear or an eye, and horses don't miss much. They have a strong sixth sense even. Yes, they do. Horses are really intelligent. Anyway, hey, thanks for sending that, and I kept that, I copied and pasted it just so I could share it on here for you. So, I hope you do get a chance to see that I shared that and enjoy it. So I'm going to swing back over there real quick and check these messages after I fix my mic. That's one more thing I got to figure out. I might put some Loctite on it or something. All right, let's see who's here. Lady Raven Moon. I see. I'm looking for new people. Martha Avery. Hey, Martha. Oh, new ghost, huh? Means it's new ghost because they don't have much energy. The black square you see is evil. Call out the name of Jesus and it will leave. Interesting. Good tip. Cabal, I don't know how to tag someone's name into my comment on chat. I don't really know either offhand. Someone on here might though. I agree. Any gnats organizing like that must be evil. Yeah, well, gnats are evil in the first place, especially in Florida. What do they call it? No-see-ums in Florida. Linda Thompson, type it in. Is that to Cabal? Are you saying that? Do you use like a hashtag on that, or the pound sign, or an @ to do that? I almost think so. State if you will click on your channel, go over, to the lives folder, taking on the end chat line. If you will click on your channel, go over to the live folder, take one and go down to the live chat line, pull it up. Yeah, I tried that. With the other ones, and it wouldn't do it. For some reason, I think it was disabled on the back end, and I think I fixed that. But I'll check that out, Pam. Thank you. Yeah. Carry counts, no pressure to sing. Just oops, Steve. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I was a little confused. Pull it up on your tablet. It's larger for reading. Yeah. That would, if I could get that to work too. I got my tablet set up for the teleprompter right now, but I could do that because I'm not using it right now. But I'll do it. I'll try that out on the next one or something. Looks like I said, I don't want to mess around and get it all goofed up. But anyway, geez, I really appreciate all you guys coming on and enjoying this live chat with me and helping me get through some of the analytics here, figuring it out. Okay, now that lag time was even less. I mean, as soon as I sat down and looked up, I was coming through again. So, I mean, that might have been 3 seconds behind, if that. So it's actually getting better. So I wonder if, as you do this, if YouTube, analytics and that starts processing, and getting it pulled together a little bit better. So there's still a couple more things I could probably do with my speed, but hooking up the Ethernet cable was the biggest thing I could possibly do to fix the speed problem I was having. I can't believe that. For those of you that weren't here, because there wasn't too many people here at the time when I had talked about that. The Ethernet cable, and some of you already heard this, the Ethernet cable to my docking station, there was no connection. So there was actually no connection to my laptop. So for this past year, I've been working. My laptop's powered up. It's connected to the docking station, which is connected to my modem. And that's connected to somehow through to my Ethernet system, but there was no Ethernet, or my NOS system, my storage system, through like USB or something like that. So, but my internet was going through my laptop Wi-Fi, and so I just discovered after all this time that I never had an Ethernet cable plugged directly into my docking station, which is plugged into my laptop. So I wasn't using Wi-Fi, or I wasn't using that, and that's why everything's been so slow. So for this past over a year now that I've been doing this, when this whole thing was set up over at the other studio in my office, I never had an Ethernet cable hooked up, and the downtime that it took me to record this stuff was astronomical. It was taking forever working with my Final Cut Pro and all that, because I was just all Wi-Fi, doing it on Wi-Fi. And you guys all know that, connect Wi-Fi and Ethernet cables, two different animals, like a bicycle to a Corvette. So, it just took forever, and that was really slowing me down and made it really hard. So I have a feeling that the skies are going to open and turn blue again now that I got the Ethernet cable hooked up. Who knows? I mean, what's going to happen, because that was just really messed with me, because I'd shoot a video, like I was saying earlier, it'd take me hours to shoot a video. I would go wait for it to download, upload, and because you get your camera, you record on your camera, you got to put it in your system. I got different cards, so I got to put a card in there. I got to wait for that to upload, transfer the files and stuff like that. Then I got to download it. Then I have to upload it, and then I have to download it and upload it to YouTube. So there's a lot to it, believe it or not. And some of you on here know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if you ran into that problem. But doing it Wi-Fi is not the way to go. So now that I have that hooked up like that, I have a feeling that I'm really excited to try it, to find out how fast that goes. So I got to get in here and see if I can find some stories. But I don't know if you guys know, I got some great people getting ready to come onto the show. So the podcast, when I do it, so that listen, you guys, I don't know how here. The other podcast I talked about is Hard Boiled Topics. Here, that's the cover art that I made for the thumbnail for that. So you guys can tell me what you think about that. Anyway, that's going to be coming up, but that's a separate one. So that one's going to be on a separate channel. Hopefully I'll get you guys to come over there and check that out with me. But I'm going to do the TAS podcast as well. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. And anyway, I got some special guests going on that other podcast. I got some special guests coming on to the TAS podcast. I'm looking forward to. So we can really connect. And that was the whole purpose of doing all this, is so we could live stream. I've had people tell me, slow down, Steve, just, pre-record it. And then you can always, down the road, you can learn how to do the live streaming. Why? For me, why? Why would I do that? Why would I hold back after all this time, all the time, the money, the effort that I put into doing this so that we could have this channel and communicate? Why would I want to hold back on live streaming? Well, here we are. We're doing it, man. People told me not to. And yes, it's hard, but to get the whole thing set up. But once we get here and get it done and get all the bugs worked out, it's just going to be phenomenal. So just right here, I love this. This is phenomenal. I'm really excited about it. So I just wish I could read them from here. Doggone it all. Anyway, I'm going to go check them out real quick again, so bear with me. We'll probably have to wrap this up here pretty quick, though. YouTube's going to kick me off after a while here. Where were we? Boy, how many went through here? Oops, all right, there we go, Gary, Steve. Looks like you're getting a lot of ideas on how to get live chat visible while you're talking. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this it all helps. This all helps. Figure this stuff out. Sometimes there's nothing to it but to do it, right? Really enjoyed the reunion story you did the other day. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was great. I mean, that was a very moving story. A lot of people have been going to that and enjoying that. My Sasquatch friend, he left me a feather of a white hawk. He knew I wanted one. I'll send you a new development to your email. Awesome. That's great, Martha. Thank you. I hope your knees are doing well too. Your knee there. I know you have some problems there. So hopefully that's feeling better. It's about to force people on the property, Steve. Oh, well, I don't know how much my property here or the other property. There's a lot. Thanks everybody for hitting that like button. That's one of my pet peeves. People that watch the video and don't hit the like button. Oh, thanks Pam. Yeah, I like when people hit the like button too. Clean up your cache or it will make your computer. Yeah, that's another thing I'm working on. Martha, I've been working on that. And I do that. I have to do that a lot because I get a lot of content going through there. The Final Cut Pro really dumps a lot of stuff in there. In fact, I did one video clip that was the other day. I had to take it off and redo it, but it was 26 or 27 gigabytes on one video. His name's there. We'll highlight the chat, but you won't see the highlight on your end. I don't know. Yeah. Love your channel and the wonderful stories. Keep them goodies coming. Giovanni, thank you, Giovanni. I appreciate that. Chris Wolford, is it? My Wi-Fi is slow at home. I'm considering Starlink. Yeah, there you go. Maybe I can get Elon to drop one off over here. Couple more bugs to work out, Steve. Yeah, absolutely, Jesse. Yep, for sure. I'd love to hear what you found. Farm Cat. It's awesome. I'd love to hear what you found. I've been getting a lot of notice on my PC to upgrade to Windows 11, so that's going to be a nightmare. Oh, yeah, Cabal. Any of those upgrades, any of that stuff that you do it can be a nightmare. Yeah. I completely feel for you. The tip I'm trying to right now. Let's see if it works. I might have missed that one. Lydia. Jesse, well, Steve, you don't learn to ride a bike until you get on a bike. Yeah, you got that right. Absolutely. There. Weather doesn't help. Yeah, no. I have a harder time in the rain, Martha. When it's wet, damp weather, it just makes me real sore. So I don't like the snow. It's pretty, but I don't like to be cold. But when it dries up a little bit, my joints don't hurt quite as bad. Yeah, Lydia, I tried to fast forward it when I went to it, and it was the wrong video. And when I clicked on the one that's actually live at the time, it wouldn't let me enter into it. So there's got to be a reason behind that. Thumbs up, Jack. Who is that for? Lydia, or is that for me? If it's for me, thanks, buddy. Highlights, scary. Yep. Okay. Some famous guy. Colin. Okay, Steve. You bring your phone over by your microphone. That's it. Yeah, I tried that. I tried Farm Cat. It wouldn't let me enter into it. Yeah, it's a good reunion story, Mary. What was that? Jermaine, I'm replaying and no audio. Yeah, give it a second. You're early on. I fixed the audio there, Jermaine. So if you can stick with it there, I know you should hear me now, but Gary Collins, the actor, passed away several years ago. Okay, I must have missed something there. Yeah, he was funny. Don't know how to do the chat either. I'm excited to see your guests are going to be. Jermaine, there should be audio. I'm not being rude, but maybe make sure your volume is up. Oh, okay, right. Jermaine, you're still not getting any. Help me today figure it out. I was on a podcast with Mountain Man last week. It went well, and I talked about the unmarked graves and Indian burial ground on edge of your seat excitement. I was on a podcast with Mountain Man. Which one is Mountain Man? Is that I don't recognize. I mean, I remember Mountain Man from Duck Dynasty. I don't know if that's who you're talking about. Martha, you have to let us know there. And, okay, I joined the chat later. Maybe have the audio in the beginning. Yeah, I didn't have audio in the very beginning for a little bit, and then it came on. Mountain Man, explore the truth. Huh? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know that one. I go on and I see some of the YouTube videos, and I follow some of them, and I've watched a couple, but I really don't know. Oh, okay. Yes, I had to fast forward it. All right, Jermaine. I'm glad you're glad you're on. You can hear. I'm gonna step back over to here to the camera because I kind of feel funny making you guys sit there and watch my chair while I'm talking to you, but. Yeah, I don't know. You guys might not know it, but for one thing, just because of sheer time, I don't get a lot of time to. Wow, that's big blue banister there. What is that? I don't get a lot of time to watch YouTube videos. If I go on and I watch YouTube, it's usually learning how to work some kind of equipment or something like that, or investigating something that I'm working on. So I don't really get a time, almost any time, to go on and watch this kind of content that we're sharing here right now. So I know you might find that funny or interesting because that's just how it is. I don't get a lot of time. I would love to. Early on when I was looking into some of this stuff and what I was doing when we first started up and that, I had a little bit more time and I went on and I watched some stuff and but no, I just don't get a lot of time to do it. I wish I did, but I'd rather be on this end of the camera and the mic, sharing with you guys than out there. And there's a lot of great people out there. I watch some of them, as you guys already know, because I've gave some shout outs to a lot of great channels that are out there, like Pine Box Tales, but she changed her name now. Just there's some really great people out there and doing a great job at what they do and sharing stories and stuff like that. But we had a real interesting show here, not a show but test the other day, not as long as this one. This is phenomenal. I'm really excited about it. But we had one that something came up, confused me. The one that didn't have any sound to it, I think it was, and what was it? Jeez, now I lost my train of thought on that. Sorry about that. I'm just wondering what that. I got to go take a look. Hold on. What is this? Oh, Cabal, thank you so very much. Hey, that's neat. It I don't know, that it showed right up bright. Can I heart it? There you go. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody get that, come back, fix it. I got caught by a cop. He asked me what I was up to. I said I'm a hiker. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Thanks, Cabal, for the donation. Yeah, I appreciate that. Have a great week. I hope you have a good weekend as well. I thought you told the cop I was a killer, laugh out loud. Oh, no. Oh, boy. I gotta say that I think the best part about all this, and we'll get it engineered down to, structured to more of a show when we're actually, because this is what the podcast is really going to be, like we're doing right now, except I hope to have some guests and we'll do some stuff. And I want to be able to live stream and show stuff. Other people, like if I have somebody from another state or something that can get on with me, and there's ways to do that. So I'm just still working on the baby steps to get to that point. But I think the best part of all this right now is how you guys can now communicate with each other. So it creates a link that all you guys can talk to each other, and I think that's amazing. I absolutely love that. And you guys are having so much fun on there, and you guys are great. And you're so polite and nice to each other, and the information you're sharing back and forth and stuff with me and with each other is just phenomenal. I love it. It's great stuff. But anyway, I don't know how long we've been on here now. I don't even know. We've been on here a while now. But yeah. Anyway, so what else we got? Do we have anything else? I don't want to keep you guys too long here. I do appreciate you being here. I think we've got some bugs worked out, and I can consider putting something together to actually come on, set a date, and come on and do something with you guys. Boy, I don't know if I have anything quick I can find here. Oh boy, I got a ton. I'll never find anything right now. It's too quick. I wish I had another story for you to share right now that I could just find real quick, but I don't want to leave you guys sitting waiting while I'm going through looking at stuff. Anyway, listen, you guys, I'm gonna probably let you go here. We've been here quite a while doing this, and I want to go through and check the analytics and take a look at all this stuff. It's just been phenomenal having you here. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun doing this with you. And I'm just glad it's all working out. And what a phenomenal test here to find out the Ethernet cable, for crying out loud. So simple, but completely overlooked it. Before I shut it down, just in case I don't get to them, I think I'm gonna go over. I might even use my phone, take a few pictures. Excuse me. I'll take a few pictures of that chat, and so I'll be out of the screen here for a minute, but it will still be on. I'll take a few pictures of that chat so that just in case it's not there after I shut down, I'll still be able to look it over and kind of piece things together with that and look at some of the stuff that you wrote, and in case I missed anything. But again, I just want to say thank you all so very much for joining me here today and going through this with me, and being supportive. Actually, from the beginning, the whole thing, being supportive from me starting up the whole channel and then having to shut down to build the house. And you guys have stuck with me. My members, have stuck with me. I lost a few members through the process of getting the house going, and I don't blame anybody. I completely understand. I mean, it just wasn't putting content up for you. But some of you had stayed, right there throughout the whole thing. I just, a big shout out to you guys. I really appreciate you sticking with me. And there's going to be a lot more to come. We're going. We're still going. I hope you guys can see that. We're still going, and we're growing, and we just got a lot to go still yet. But so I'm going to step out of the camera now, and I'm going to go over there and snap some pictures and read some of those comments. And thank you guys again so very much. Enjoy the chat if you can, if you want to, for the next few minutes here while I do that, or a couple minutes. And I will see you again real soon. Even though you can still hear me on the mic. Okay, what do we got here? Wow. Man, look at all these. This is phenomenal. Holy cow. All right, let me see if I can reply to some of you guys here before I go. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks, Cabal. Appreciate it, buddy. Bye, Jesse, Martha Avery, Nee. I didn't get to say bye, Jesse. If you're still there, Jesse, I'll catch you later. Yeah, I see you down there. Thanks for joining us. Let me see, Lydia, Martha. Yeah, farm cat. Yeah, that would. Well, I'd have to pry it from her hands unless she's busy with it. You know, she's always busy with it. So I don't know if she wants me to take her phone in here for an hour. Oh yeah, I will definitely have some new bugs to work out. That never fails, does it? Gumbo Living, we love your channel. Oh, thanks, Gumbo. I really appreciate that. That's kind. Happy to be making history with you, Steve. Yes, absolutely. Julie, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. We are making history, aren't we? For sure. I'll catch you later, Cabal. Thanks for being here, buddy. Fun Lego math teach at home. Blessing, Cleveland. Hello, how you doing? All right, great meeting you all. Julie said I never. What does Julie say? Oh, it jumps, keeps jumping. Yes, we are making history. Absolutely. Farm Cat, love you all. We all love you guys too. All right, Pam. Yes, because we're good lady of finance. Other members subscribed over here after all this time. Yeah, some of you guys have been with me right from the very beginning. I'll catch you later, Jack. Good seeing you, buddy. Yeah, definitely going to do a screenshot. Thanks, Lydia. This was great. Loved the first. Love, Steve. Bye to all. God bless. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Bye, Jack. Yes, Cabal. Me too. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. What a relief to finally be up here doing this. Okay. All right. That's great. I think I caught up with some of it here. I'll take some pictures. Oh. Boy, there's so many. Okay. Oh, is that it? Holy smokes. I don't know if I'm going to have enough phone space. Okay. Wow. All right, you guys. I made it all the way to the beginning. We were on here for an hour and 19 minutes. Wanted to make sure I got to say goodbye to everyone before Steve ends his live. Thanks, Lydia. Yes. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you again for joining in. I really appreciate you. I will see you again really soon, though. We'll get another one of these going. I promise you, a lot sooner. It's just such a relief that we got to do this and it worked out this time. I was so frustrated. So, but yeah, and it says the excellent connection. So there's some great stuff on here that I can see for the video health and that, and so cool. Yep. All right. So let me see. End stream. All right. We'll see you guys all later.